welcome back to my channel. This is Vivian's Inspo. Okay, so as the title says, I am going to be talking about New Year resolutions and how to maintain them if you actually plan on starting a new thing this year, a resolution that you're trying to keep. This is the video for you, so stay tuned. Okay, instead of setting large goals, focus on realistic ones. Obviously we all have goals that we want to set, and we are so eager because it's the new year and you feel like that new year vibe, you're definitely going, this is the year for you. But if you don't set realistic goals that they are easy to accomplish, not necessarily easy, but you can always accomplish them, not goals like you have to break down, goals that take steps and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this, but like, what are your plans? What are you going to do this with? You can't just say you want to lose weight or gain weight and you're like, yeah, that's it. But like, if you're specific, I feel like that would be possible. Like, it'd be possible for you to do those things and you feel like a failure, and there will be no motivation for you to continue with the goal for the rest of the year. Like, there will be no motivation. That's why a lot of people lose motivation for their new year resolution. Oh, right. In January, like once January is over, they're like, oh, don't you have your resolution? Nah, I forgot about that. Like, let me just focus on myself. But it's like, if you follow the steps, I feel like it will be easy for you to to finish your goal. So yeah, that's the first one. Setting smaller goals instead of focusing on really large ones. Focus on tiny ones. Focus on one goal at a time. People put like lots of goals they want for the new year, but it's like, it's not possible. It's literally impossible for you to focus on every single one of them and achieve equal results and achieve results that you'll be happy with. So I think you should focus on one goal at a time. Yeah, you should focus on one goal at a time, because that way you'll be able to accomplish even a little bit of each one. You'll be able to accomplish all your goals. My next point, yeah, you should remember that change is a process. You can't do everything at the same time. You can't break or start a new habit and maintain it immediately. Obviously it needs time, because changing is a process. If you're trying to wake up by 5 a.m. every morning, it's okay, because you're like, if you wake up early, your day starts earlier. Obviously that's how time works. So if you do that and you never woke up before that time, it's not good. If you start forcing yourself, you can start with alarms. You can start with waking up 5:30, 5 a.m. like, if you mistakenly wake up one day at 7 a.m., it's not bad, because change is a process. You cannot start a habit and maintain it within a month. That is the mistake a lot of us make. When we come into the new year, we have all these goals, we have all this resolution we're trying to maintain for the rest of the year, and then from January we start backsliding a little and we're like, oh well, we can't do that, so I'm just going to do away with it. That's not it. You can start and you're going to maintain it if you really want to. Going back to what I mentioned earlier, starting with small steps. If you start with small steps, you're definitely going to be able to maintain it. Yeah, avoid repeating past failures. Every year a lot of people mention the same goal, mention the same resolution every single year, and it's like, if you were not able to maintain it this year, I mean, if you have hope that you're going to do this next year, then you should plan towards it. That goes to my next point. Make a detailed plan by knowing exactly what you want to accomplish and noting difficulties you might face, which would better prepare you to maintain your resolution. If last year you said you were going to what will I say now? You were going to run every morning. Yeah, you were going to run every morning and you didn't do that. You were not able to maintain it. Maybe you did it for like a month, like everyone does their goals, and then you're not able to do it. If this year again you want to do that same, you want to repeat that same goal, if you do not plan for it, you are going to make the same mistakes you did last year. And then that's going to be a continuous cycle every January, every New Year's, where you make a goal and you do not keep it because you do not make plans for it. Like when you say making a detailed plan, you're planning for when you will not be able to do that. So when you make a detailed plan that, okay, this morning I want to jog, for 10 minutes, you're going to make a plan that if it rains this morning, if it rains and you're not able to do that, because a lot of people, once they are met with a little bit of obstacles, they just backslide. They are not able to do that. If it rains today, tomorrow it doesn't. Because it rained today, they were not able to do that thing. They will not do it tomorrow again, because that motivation, that high they got the previous day, they can't continue, they cannot maintain it. So you're like, you make a plan. If you're not able to run this morning, because if it rains or something happens, you're not going to do that. Instead of not doing it at all that day, you're going to do something else. Like, you're going to maybe jog in your house. So that 5 a.m. you wake up, you want to run or you want to jog, and you're not able to do that because of something else. You can make a plan to do it again, to do it that particular day. Do you understand? I'm talking like you guys can, we're talking together, but like, that is how you should make it. That is how you should plan to maintain your goal. Okay, so the last one, keep a journal so you can able to refer to them when you're feeling less inspired. So a lot of goals that we decide to keep, I'm going to use myself an example now. If I decide that I want to be able to be more studious, because I have plans for my education or whatever. If I begin to feel less motivated, because a lot of things, you should understand that even when you plan to the detail, you plan to the smallest details, things can still happen and wash away all your plans, and like that, you are going to be left with nothing, and all you have to do is think on your feet. Like, you think immediately, you won't be able to, you don't have any plan to fall back on. So yeah, you should keep a journal, so when things happen, like if you're planning to be studious and to get a particular grade, things happen and you do not get that, because see, a lot of people, maybe something happens, you just do not get that score you wanted, and now obviously you're really, really sad because you're not able to get that. You're not able to get that grade you were working towards. You'll be feeling less inspired, obviously, and you're like, what even is the point? What even is the point of reading at this particular time, making a timetable, when after everything, this is the end result, you get a C when you were working towards an A. So if you have a journal, you can always go back and read and write. Obviously, you're writing down things at the beginning of your goal. You write down why you're starting this goal, why you're trying to get to this goal, why the plans you're going to, like everything I said, making a detail plan, you're obviously going to write that down. So you're like, you're not going to go back when you're feeling less inspired and you're wondering why you even started this thing at all. You're going to go back and you're going to read and motivate yourself, and you see the reasons why you started. You see the end result. Everybody that is reading is to get a good grade so you can graduate with the highest GPA and get a good job and whatever. Obviously everyone's plan is the same, but yeah, that's my plan, get a good GPA, get a scholarship and whatever. So when you're feeling less inspired because you didn't get a particular grade, you go back to your journal and you read, and you're like, you see what you were actually going towards, and then I feel like that will motivate you to continue even when you've gone back down. So yeah, that's all. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Like and comment what your goals are. Yeah, just like and comment what your goals are. I'll also be commenting. Yeah, so yeah, that is that. Happy New Year again. Treat people with kindness, because we all deserve a little bit kindness in our lives. So yeah.